Hey, this is Kelly. So I'm here in Idaho. It's 65 degrees and I'm antler shed hunting. Can you see the grouse running there? So there's a rough grouse and I'm in my flip-flops. I just got back from Fiji and it's super warm. It's a beautiful day here. I'm looking for antler sheds. So white-tailed deer drop their antler sheds anywhere from November 15th. The latest I've seen is Valentine's Day, for them to still have an antler on. And that's based on cold, stress, and protein content in their diet. I'm going to turn the camera and see if we can see that rough grouse. He's probably scurried away on foot way up the hill by now. But he was right in this area. Anyway, so it's beautiful here. It's about 15 degrees in parts of the Midwest right now, and here I am in short sleeves, rocking it out in Idaho, learning the art of taxidermy some more, and I'm learning from a master taxidermist, and I've been here before. He's one of the best in North America, and he had to run to town to do some errands, so I figured I would come down here and look for some antler sheds. Oh, cool. So there's some tree mushrooms, some fungi. Not sure that variety, with some lichen on it as well. So this trail here is pretty heavily traveled. The likelihood of finding a shed antler on this is pretty slim. I'm actually going to get up off of here on a game trail and head back up to higher ground. But I wanted to use this as an easy means of making up some ground. You can hear a beautiful river in the background. So I've collected over 200 antler sheds in my lifetime, most of them white-tailed deer, in only 7 weeks of looking. Oh, there's a red squirrel alerting the neighborhood I'm here, and he doesn't want me to steal his nuts. So anyways, my biggest suggestion about antler shed hunting is when you can find an area with cedars, look under the cedars. If you have a few cedars in an area, it'll be about 10 degrees Fahrenheit warmer under those cedars, and in the wintertime that could be the difference between life and death. I can hear a grouse. Can you hear that? The grouse is actually up ahead somewhere. Look at all the lichen on the trees. Lichen is a high protein content, which is great food for deer and other animals as well. So I'm going to start ascending this mountainside and get back up to the top and see if I get lucky enough to find any sheds in between. This looks like a good place. Active game runway. So it's funny, a lot of people go on and on about proper footwear, proper attire, proper tools. The bottom line is you have to know how to survive, even if you weren't wearing any clothes, or if you didn't have any shoes. What's the big deal? I mean, you can make clothes. For example, there's some ferns there. So they would make pretty good fern skirt. You can take some spruce root and make a belt. And I passed by some cedar. You can make some cedar bark sandals. So people make too big of a deal about what you're wearing. If you know how to survive, you don't need anything. And it's also important not to judge a book by its cover. It's so funny. So I just finished a 72-hour survival mission in a country I'd never been. And it was actually pretty easy because I had the skills. So I was actually wearing a skort. A skort is a skirt, and underneath is a pair of shorts. And I have a video where I'm crawling into a potential survival shelter alongside a river. It's one of my most popular YouTube videos. I've had death threats. I've had all kinds of negative comments calling me all kinds of vulgar names because people say I'm wearing a skirt. Well, guess what? I rocked the skirt in my 72-hour survival mission, and I wore it kind of on purpose, but it's often what I wear anyway, just to basically say screw you to the people who are naysayers about women wearing a skirt. Indigenous people around the world wore skirts, even men, for goodness sake. So these people are so judgmental, have these ridiculous